Howdy there, and welcome to another set of videos. Today we are looking at a Scars of Mirrodin block constructed event, and we'll start off here. We're playing Mono Blue Architect. Now we have this hand with two lands. We can't cast anything from that hand, so we decided to mulligan it. We went down to this one, which is a little bit better, but our opponent is black-red, so that's not looking good. They have a lot of ways to kill Palladium Mirror and Precursor Golem, although Wormcoil Engine is very good against them. So let's see how this goes. We'll need to pull a few more lands here. And Steel Hellkite's not so great in this matchup since I tend to be able to kill them very easily as well. In general, this format is really slow in the first few turns. The games speed up insanely in the mid game, but for the first 2-3 turns you shouldn't see any action for the most part, unless it's a spike shot goblin or a mirror. So we expect here an Oxid Scrap Melter or a Skin Render. Our opponent does have a Skin Render, but at least we have 5 lands in hand, so we'll be able to cast the Precursor on turn 5. So we can cast everything in our hand now. We'll just have to hope he doesn't have enough pressure to make us pay for it. A slow draw. Attacks for 3. And plays a Palladium Mirror. So we're expecting he has a Shatter or Grasp of Darkness in his hand, by the way he's playing. But we can't sit around and do nothing, so we played our Precursor Golem. Precursor Golem is at its best against decks that can't deal with him easily, like Mono Blue. But otherwise, he's just a fine card. Even here, we're just trading 1 for 1. And if he's not dealt with, he's just 9 power for 5 mana and turns on Metalcraft. So there's the Grasp of Darkness we expected. We're going to get beat here for 5 damage, and we're going to play our Wormcoil Engine next turn. And these Stoke rebuttals aren't very useful right now. We're not going to be able to leave mana untapped for a long time. So we might have a Shatter end of turn here. No. Let's see if he has an Oxid Scrap Melter. So he indeed does have the Oxid Scrap Melter. That's the whole claim to fame for this black-red deck. It's got 8 destroy target artifact or creature when it comes into play, essentially. And he Skin Renders another of them, going against the lifelink, so he can put a better clock on us. So the Wormcoil was an effective trade. We got a good setup right there. So let's see if he's run out of answers. Play out our Steel Hellkite. And the island there means that we can cast Mirror Battlesphere off the top if we get it, which would be a great top deck. But it's not looking good this game. So here, if our opponent swings all in, which he is, he's saying that he has an Arc Trail or a Grasp of Darkness. What happens here makes no sense. He's still going to win, but if he had both these cards in his hand, he should have just played them before. So it looks like we got nothing. Yep, we can't. And that's game.